Hello everyone, Digfig here, and welcome. In this Borderlands 3 item overview video, we are going to be going over the Tsunami, a legendary SMG. Now, this red text that says, "You can't explain that," is a reference to, I have absolutely no idea, to be honest. I tried Googling it, it's super vague. I can't find a link to it anywhere. It's not on the wiki, so if you guys do know, please let me know in the comments, because we would all love to learn, and I hate not knowing everything, but you know, it happens sometimes. Now, what does this actually do for this gun? Well, this gun will randomly shoot out 3 rounds in a line and some random angle that do electric and corrosive damage. It's either or, it's not both at the same time. It seems to be completely random at the interval. It's really, really cool. It also makes it so the normal rounds ricochet once. That makes this thing a pretty big monster because it has a way to deal with armor, shields, and HP between the electric bullets, the corrosive rounds, and the normal rounds. This thing can absolutely destroy some mobs. It's a very good gun. But anyways, guys, as for the way it looks, I don't know if they're all this color, but it's really dingy green and stuff with some orange. It's not terrible looking for some reason, like it should be, I think. I'm not a big fan of the green, so sorry if your favorite color is green. But either way, it's pretty basic looking. I don't see anything super unique on it. So we're gonna move right on into my thoughts and overview of this gun. Well, I like this gun. I do not like the charge up time. Since the patch that increased the charge up time, or decreased the charge up time, I should say, it's not too bad, and there's some mods that you can get that lower the charge up time by like 50%, and I do have one, but I'm not running it now just so this is a fair review, which is nice. But you can see here what I'm talking about, and I said it shoots out 3 at a time. It shoots out way more than 3. I don't know what I was thinking here. What are we talking about here? We're looking at... Okay, you're not gonna RNG me? You're gonna RNG me the second I shoot at this guy, aren't you? Nope. Okay. It's looking like 5 projectiles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it 5? Yeah, no, more than 5. It's 5 or 6 projectiles. I can't count. They travel way too fast. But either way, it's more than 3, like I said, so my bad. The thing does solid damage. It's super easy to clear things. The spread pattern at range is a little bit hard, but it's not hard to manage. It's totally doable. You guys can see that it does randomly shoot out the 2, and there's no real pattern between it. And you guys can see it's just melting these things. We are only on True Vault Hunter mode. I do have a gameplay linked below of this thing in Mayhem 3 and Circle of Slaughter. And it was able to do it, even with some crazy modifiers that made it very hard for me to survive. But overall, guys, I think this is a super solid gun on a proper Amara build. This thing is an absolute monster because she can take advantage of the 2 elements that the thing shoots out, and also just putting out that raw damage. She basically infects people with everything when you're running this thing, and it just deletes. I was really tempted to do my Mayhem 3 gameplay on her just to show this thing absolutely rickrolling the game, but I decided no, we'll keep things fair and even, and I did it on my flak. What's up, badass? You think you're special? But now, for that slight downside, the reload on this gun is too long for my liking. It's something I can put up and deal with, but like, it doesn't feel good having that long of a reload. It really just doesn't. But you kind of deal with it because it's got 2 elements, normal damage, high rate of fire, a decent sized magazine. 44 isn't too bad, and with some modifiers you can get up to over 66. So you're like, fine, you can have a long reload time. Overall, I would say this is one of the better SMGs in the game. I wouldn't put it at the absolute top, because then you start getting into these situational things where on some builds some are better than others. But overall, guys, I highly recommend getting this, and it is definitely worth farming, and it is a targetable farm too when we get to that. So now for my short overview and thoughts. Well, I really like this gun. It does good damage, good DPS. It has multiple elements on it. The elements synergize well with armor and shield and health, with the normal one thrown in there. It's really good on Amara. The reload is kind of long on it. That's my one downside. And the RNG pattern can kind of suck if you just really can't get the procs you need. But overall, a very solid gun. Now, if you're looking to get this thing for yourself, I've got good news. It is targetable and drops off a very specific mob. You have to come over here to Promethea, then go to Skywell 27, and then you're going to go all the way to the very end, which is down here. I believe that hopefully I'm correct on that one if I'm not. Anyways, it's the very final boss of this zone. It's the Katagawa ball. You farm him, has a chance to drop this, and then you have it. And it's also really good for farming him if you ever need to farm him again, because the two elements really work really well with his shield and armor. But the Katagawa ball is what dropped this, and if I'm wrong, you guys can look it up and find I'm 99% sure it's right here. It's really bad to me, but either way, guys, I really do appreciate the support. Thank you all for stopping by and checking out the video. And if you like this one, appearing above me here shortly, there should be a playlist of a whole bunch of videos just like this one. And if you like some of those, thinking about liking, subscribing, commenting, watching all my content front to back to really help the analytics, and just being an awesome member of the community. And I will see you guys in the next video. Digfig out.